Right, so I'm going to be watching.
Hello everyone. Good morning, Gillian. Walking already the dog. Very dynamic. Hello, Julia. I'm hearing I might meet you this weekend. I'm very excited. It's a lovely day finally. We're going to go kayaking in Felixstowe. So we are doing mobility today. So a lot of movement. Which is going to be fun. We're going to do the Greatest Showman sequence. Now, if you're in class, I play the Greatest Showman theme song, and we do this sequence on the song, which is a lot of fun, and also quite a long song. So we'll be doing the Greatest Showman sequence without music, but a very good back mobility sequence. And for the rest of it, we're going to fall a lot today. So I hope you've got your stability shoes on. We're working on mobility. Mobility is fun. Mobility, to be fair, is kind of the essence of movement health, because you can do however many bicep curls or squats in one plane of motion, and that's going to improve your muscle strength for that muscle, but it won't necessarily improve your mobility. And mobility is what keeps your joints moving and the muscles crossing the joints working. So very good for mobile health. And I think that's why people like yoga so much, because yoga do move from different planes of motion quite easily and effectively, and keeps people moving in all the three directions, planes of motion there is. So we're going to do a little bit of mobility today just to get that mobility health going. Minion came back from Ely yesterday looking like that. He bumped into his hairdresser friend.
I had some hair put on.
I didn't have white hair. I didn't have white hair.
Mm-hmm.
I did that.
I didn't have hair, but now I do.
Oh.
This is the beach look from 1990.
Yeah, we're going kayaking today in Felixstowe, so Louis is kind of beach ready.
You say you were bald and then you had...
Yes, and now I've got hair. Look, it's amazing.
Okay, with all the craziness said, mobility today, finishing on the Greatest Showman sequence.
This week is so warm.
Wait, I thought you said it's your hair.
It is my hair, Peter.
You can take it off if it's too warm. Just show them quickly from up close our sexy
Let's see how far we get.
The beach look. Just look at that. Oh yeah, baby. Woo! You can't see, can you?
I can't see. Was I in the right vicinity?
There's mud underneath it. That's how the mud got upstairs.
Is it me?
Yes.
I'm supposed to walk with bare feet, sorry.
You know, you're always worried about your children bringing mud into the house and blah, blah, blah. It's always Louis. It's never the children. It's always Louis. And he never knows it's him or cleans it up.
Daddy, what you saying?
Okay, we can go. It is time to go. Let's get going. Mariette, are you there? I hope she's there. She's in the dog box.
Yeah, but you can't say why.
I can't say why, but she's in the dog box. No, you're not really. I can't say why, but you're not really. I just love working on your nerves. Is that the word?
Pulling her leg.
I'm pulling your leg. I just love working on your nerves and making you nervous. And it worked very well last night. Okay, there we go. Child's pose. Wiggle your bum down. Get your spine moving. So we've got Peter in today for commentary. He also slept over with us, so he's joined the hip now.
I'll just be wiggling.
And then flow from that child's pose into a cat stretch, pushing up, bringing your knees in a little bit so that they're underneath your hips. Push into a cat stretch, Louis.
I'm sorry.
He still doesn't listen. Mud on the floor, doesn't listen, blonde hair.
I'm sorry.
Into a cow. Push away from the shoulders. And into the cow. Now that one. Put your elbows on the floor and just push into that cat stretch again. Back to a neutral spine. Back to a cat stretch. Oh, I forgot to say we've got one ab sequence, but it's easy.
Oh, no.
And because we've kind of skipped that this week, didn't we? In and up. And then leave your elbows on the floor. Tuck your toes under and just step back into a low plank and just kind of guide yourself so that your shoulders is over your elbows. Your legs is zipped together, like I said yesterday, that helps a lot. Tailbone tucked in. And just hold that.
And we go in dolphin, just a little bit, not a big dolphin, just a little bit back, just a bum lift, back to low plank. Same kind of mobility movement. Dolphin. Keep those shoulders strong. Back to low plank. Dolphin. Back to low plank. Put your knees down again. Just underneath your hips, walk them in. Push into a cat stretch. And just rock forwards and back in that cat stretch. Back to the middle. And then again, just push into that low plank. Tummy tucked in, tailbone tucked in. Legs zip together, so move them in so that you can squeeze them against each other. And again, just dolphin and plank. A little bit of a dolphin, not a big one. And warm up those shoulders. Dolphin. And plank. Bye, Petey Whoops.
Because I'm only in the funny part of the yoga class.
Dolphin. And then when you come back to your plank, knees down again. Push into that cat stretch. We're just trying to warm up a little bit. Into that cat stretch. And then push back to child's pose. Wiggle your bum down. Again.
You shouldn't have had that sourdough bread.
He feels it when he's eaten. I don't feel it at all. I can have like a massive meal and don't feel it at all. I think there's too much space. You couldn't even see when I was pregnant. It's like this hole that needs to be filled. Okay. Flow onto your knees, tuck your toes under downward facing dog. And we are going to steer away from downward dog for a few days. So do use the time to get that calf stretch in, heels behind the toes. And Louis missed all the stuff that wouldn't have hurt his back.
Yesterday.
Yeah.
It's just the reset, it's fun.
Can I just say that hot yoga video has got so much more views than the rest. It's really giving me an indication that I should slow it down.
I love that class.
So we'll have to do that once a week now that it's so popular.
Yeah,
Maybe
so.
twice.
I thought it was really good.
Lift up your right leg. Yeah, it's got a lot of hits. People don't like working that hard.
But I thought it was hard work.
It is. Lift up that leg, hold it there. And then slide it forward, chest to your knee, knee to your chest. I'm in a funny mood today. I'm going to make a lot of mistakes. Push it back. That leg in the air. Bend that knee in a little bit. Squeeze that bum up. And then bring the knee back to your chest. And push it back. All the way up. And this time, just drop your foot down at the front of the mat. And just move that foot to the outside of the mat. Hands on the inside, back leg nice and strong. Bend that knee in. Let that knee fall out a little bit, only if you want to. You don't have to do that bit. Lift up the right arm. Is it the right arm? No, the left arm. Are you on the wrong side?
Probably.
No, the other hand, Louis.
Oh, towards
Yes, towards the leg.
Right, it's right.
It's the right one.
Is the leg in or out?
Out on the outside, knee out. Back to the middle. And step it in wide. So this back leg is going to the other side of the mat, wide. Keep the legs bent and kind of just pivot from your hips, bringing your shoulders towards your knees if you can. Don't fall on your face.
Almost there.
It's almost like a standing crow, if you know what I mean. You've got that bent legs pushing into your arms, but not doing the crow. Keep the legs bent and roll it up all the way to the top. Shrug the shoulders back. Take a nice deep breath in. Step your legs into hip distance apart. And dive into a tabletop. A high tabletop if you want. Don't worry too much about the depth you're going into. Hold that tabletop. Shrug your shoulders back. And dive into your forward bend. Bend your knees, step back to downward dog. Walk it out. And find your downward dog. We're going to lift up the left leg. Nice and high, but in a straight line if you can. Keep the hips down, tummy in. Slide that knee into your chest, straighten out your back, shoulders over your hand, hold it in. Push it back in that straight line. Bend your knee in a little bit. Just squeeze up. Bring that knee back into your chest, hold it there. And back to three-legged downward dog. Now bring that foot into the front, to the front of the mat, to the side of the mat. Keep the back leg lifted, front knee bent. You can push it out and onto the side of your foot. Lift up the left arm into that twist. Open up that hip. Keep the tummy in. Don't collapse into the shoulder that you're standing on. Push it away. Bring it all the way back to the middle. Keep the leg wide, so step the back leg into the side of the mat. Legs bend and kind of just pivot from your hips, connecting your shoulders. This is the what? I'm seeing my arse pose. I've seen my arse.
Where's your hands there?
Is this the funny part yet?
And come back up straight, bend your leg, roll it up, legs all the way to the top. Shrug your shoulders back and relax. So now I hope you've got your stability shoes on. I definitely don't. So this is going to be a lot of fun falling around. We've got a little flow that's going to be quite interesting. I'll quickly show it to you without falling, obviously, because I'm that powerful. With falling off. Okay, so we're going to go into a warrior 3.
Are we doing it while you?
No, I'm showing you. I'm going to just go quickly into this. So warrior 3. Then we're going to take our left hand and whichever leg down. And you can put the other arm, like we did previously in the week, on your bum. Then you're bringing both arms down. You're stepping back into a downward dog. The same leg you've lifted up is going up again. You're bending your knee, opening up your hip, and dropping your foot behind you and turning into that wild downward dog. Bring it back to a three-legged downward dog. Back to normal downward dog. Then you're stepping in, I'll tell you which foot again. And from there, you're lifting up into a warrior 3 again. And we finish that way. I'll give you directions because it's going to be quite tricky with the legs. Did you see? Did you get it?
Yeah.
Okay, let me just
From
see.
a space point of view, are we okay?
I don't know.
We'll have to make it work.
I'll just bump. Okay. Shrug your shoulders back. Find your stability shoes. Hands into your chest. Lift up your right leg to go into a warrior 3. Take your time. You do your mix over there.
Okay.
I'm going to use the sofa. This is so much nicer. Now, just bend the knee in. Take your hands, the left hand down, and put the right hand on your leg.
No.
Bring both hands down to the floor. Keep the leg standing, leg bent. Step back to downward dog. Stretch it out. Now lift up your right leg again. Open up that knee. So you're opening up that hip. Don't open up your whole chest. Keep the chest looking down. Just open up that hip. Now drop that foot behind you on the floor and go into that wild plank thingy. You can really turn into it. It doesn't matter. And pivot back to three-legged downward dog. Normal downward dog. Find your position. You're going to lift up your left leg, tuck it into your chest, bring it to the front of the mat, keep that leg bent, walk a little bit forward with your hands, step the back leg in and lift up into that adjusted warrior three, both hands on the mat. Now bring your right hand onto your bum, like we've done. And pivot back, hands to the floor, legs still lifted. Keep the standing leg bent, bend the straight leg in next to that one, keep it lifted. And if you can, come up to a one-legged squat. Straighten out. Keep that leg lifted. If you can, don't look at me, I've fallen 3 times now. And take it back to the floor. Just kick out your legs. How was that?
It was good.
Okay, let's try the other side.
You stay. I'm going to change it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, shrug the shoulders back. Are you ready? Hands into your chest. My head is cut off a little bit.
Can't have that.
You can't have that. Okay, hands into your chest. So you're leaving the right leg and you're pivoting the left leg back into that warrior three. The standing leg can be bent. It doesn't matter what the standing leg does as long as you stay on it. Now bring your hands to the mat. You can bend your knee. Keep that back leg. You can lift it up a little bit higher now that you're down. Bring the left arm onto your leg and twist open a little bit. Bring your hand back to the mat and step back to downward dog. Lift up your left leg again. Now open out that knee, hip, pivot to that side to keep the chest down, then drop that foot down, sorry Louis,
So that's what it is.
and open up into that. And you can really switch it around, you can go for it, squeeze your bum up, and pivot back to three-legged downward dog. Both feet on the floor, normal downward dog. Okay, lift up your right leg again. Tuck it into your chest. Bring it to the front of the mat, put it down, keep the leg bent. Walk your hands forward a little bit. Step that back leg in and then lift it up into that warrior. Then put your left hand on your leg again. Open up your chest a little bit. Bring it back to the floor, the hands. Bend the standing leg in. And then bring the other leg in. Keep it lifted off the floor. Hands into your chest. Lift up. Into that standing squat. Keep that leg lifted. And collapse. I can't do that last bit. Well done, Louis.
It's the hair.
It's the hair that I can do. I can't do that last bit.
It gives you balance.
It's my weakness. It's my weakness. Okay. Did you enjoy your mobility?
Oh,
Our roommate is enjoying his me time with us. Okay, to the front of your
I
mat.
told you, I thought the funny part.
To the front of the mat. Shrug your shoulders back. Just bend your knees into that standing squat. You can put your hands in your hips. And all you're going to do is keep the feet down and rock your knees forward as much as you can. And you should feel that stretching in your calf. Now try not to dip your torso down like this. Keep it nice and high. Keep that tummy tucked in. Still forward leaning. Not like this, but not collapsing. And again, rock your knees over your toes. Keep them straight. And rock it back. rock it forward, and rock it back. One last time, rock it forward, a nice little dorsiflexion, stretchy thing going. Now all the way to the floor, and you can sit on your bottoms. So we're going to do the Greatest Showman sequence, and part of that is a little bit of a turn thingy that is, you need to control that. It's quite fun. It looks very theatrical.
Mommy, should I get the Alexa?
No, we're not allowed to play music.
Why?
So I'm going to quickly show you just one side of the sequence so that you just know what to expect. We are going to go, sorry. Okay, we're going to start with our feet in the air, and you're going to swish towards the right foot, or whichever side, it doesn't matter. You're going to swish the legs and turn and stop like that. So you should be able to hold that without putting a lot of pressure into your elbow. Then you're going to switch to the other side and hold. We're going to do that 4 times. Then we're going to come back to the middle, feet in the air. Then we're going to slide it down the mat, take our arms over our head, roll it up to seated, spread your legs a little bit.
To my feet.
We're going to open up our arms and we're going to do opposite hand to opposite foot. So we're going into that soul. This is all a little bit of spine mobility. And we're going to do that 4 times. Then we're going to come back and we're going to go into a shoulder stand. So if you don't want to do the shoulder stand, then you just keep your legs in the air with your back flat on the floor. But otherwise, we're going to go into a shoulder stand, one knee down, one knee up. You don't have to hold your back if you've got the strength. Otherwise, just hold on so that you don't injure yourself. And we're going to switch our legs 6 times, like so. Then we're going to drop our legs parallel to the floor. And we're going to slowly roll down into a taser. And then we're going to open up our arms. We're going to twist to each side and do the sequence again.
Hooray.
So I'll talk you through it. Are you excited about the Greatest Showman? Yes.
I mean, that was like a couple of years ago, so I don't know what.
Okay, let's go. Okay, roll down on your backs. Send your legs into the air. Back down, and we're going to switch to
You
whichever
window
side.
side first, do you?
Okay, Louis and I are going window side first. So swish your legs and hold, and swish it back. Do you feel that? It's so much fun. Swish again. So your legs are doing the swishing for you. Swish again. Now slowly take it back to the middle. Feet in the air. Just make sure your back's straight. Feet in the air, then slide your legs down the mat. Take your arms over your head and roll it up to a seated. Nice and slow. We do roll-ups a lot. Nice and slow. Sit nice and high on your seat bones. Open your legs up a little bit and open your arms. Sit up nice and high, tummy tucked in. We're going left hand, right foot. So hold the twist and then go down and hold. Only go down to where you can. Don't force it. Roll it back up. Nice and high. Switch to the other side. Hold the twist first.
No, sorry.
And then slide into that dip. Only to where you can go. Shoulder looking back. Roll it back up until you're on your tailbone. Swish again. Into that twist. And then roll it down to the bottom hold.
Like I said, hi.
Lift it back up. Switch again. Stay in the twist. And roll it down all the way to the bottom. Lift it back up. You're going into your shoulder stand now or just onto your backs. That's up to you. So roll it back into the shoulder stand. Find your position first. Make sure you're comfortable. Your core is tucked in. Then bring one knee down. Keep the other one up. And we're going to switch for 1. Nice and slow. Don't go onto your neck. Switch for 2. If you're on your neck, just go onto your back and forget this bit. Switch for 3. Switch for 4. Almost like a bike ride. Switch for 5. And last swish. Now turn your back, take your legs down parallel to the floor.
And roll yourself down into a taser.
But
Once you're in your taser, open up your arms and you're going to twist to the one side. Swish it back. Twist to the other side. Swish it back. I'm hitting the feet to the floor. Hug in your knees. Straighten out your back. Did you enjoy that?
yes,
Shall we do it again?
apparently.
Can you move up a little bit so that I don't hit you?
No, you went as far as the last one.
Okay.
Yes.
Are we going to do it again? I think we should. Yeah?
Yeah.
Are you ready? Roll it down. Straighten out your legs to the ceiling. We're going to swish to the one side and hold. Swish to the other side and hold. Swish again. Hold. Swish again. And some people's backs go, I'm going to do that. All the way back to the middle, legs into the air, straighten out your back. Then slide your legs down the floor. And we're going to take our arms over our head and roll it up all the way to the top. Separate your legs, sit up nice and high, open up your arms. And turn left hand to right foot and into that dip hold. Lift it back up. Swish again. Into that dip, hold. Lift it back up. Swish and dip. Keep the navel to spine, lift it up, swish and dip. All the way back to the top. Shoulder stand, so just move forward because I almost bumped the door. Shoulder stand, so be careful, go into your shoulder stand. Make sure you're balanced, somebody's tucked in, and bring one knee down. Some people can put their hands on the floor and switch. Don't go onto your neck and switch. And switch. And switch. And switch. I don't know where we are. Let's have one more. And then lift up both legs. Drop your legs parallel to the floor and roll into your taser. Open up your arms. I'll do this.
Yeah, that's it.
Twist to one side and back to the middle. Twist to the other side, back to the middle, feet down, straighten out your back. Ah, that was fun. Okay, the abs we're doing. So we're going to finish with the abs, and then we'll just take our legs from left to right, and then we're done for today. So roll yourself down on the mat, and I Peter put a little toy there, that's why I can't see the laptop. Okay, so roll yourself down on the mat. We're going to take our legs into the air, 90 degrees above our hips. This is more or less 90 degrees. You straighten up your arms and put your palms on your knees. Flex your feet, hands into the air, and we're going to crunch up for 8. So we're crunching up for 1. Keep the navel to spine when you go down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now we're going to go down, shoulders down, hands on the mat, and you can use your hands to help you a little bit. And we're going to do tailbone lifts. I just want to say before we do it, don't go for height, go for precision. So instead of jerking up just to get height, try and push it up slow and release it slow. You're not going to be able to do it massively slow because it is quite heavy to lift up your bum. So you're just going to lift it up just a little bit and slowly put it down. So instead of doing this and you're losing control, just lift it up a little bit and then slowly put it down. And we're going for 8. Slowly put it down. I just jerked. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, And 1. Hands into the air. And we're crunching up for 8 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Shoulders down. Lift up the tailbone for 8. 1, 2, 3. Nice and slow. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Feet in the air. Lift up your hands. We're crunching up to 16. 1.
You should warn us.
You missed me. 3, 4, 5,
I'm gonna be sitting here.
6, 7,
A lot.
8, 7,
Oh,
6, 5. You didn't listen again.
What?
4, 3,
sleepy.
2, and 1. Take your shoulders down, hands down, lift up your tailbone for 16. 1,
It's like
2, which is a lot. 3.
No.
See, I can do this, but that plank hold we did yesterday, cannot do that. 5, 6,
No, yes.
7, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep the legs in the air, lift up the arms. We're going for 16 again.
Yes.
1.
I'm not.
Louis not. 2. You'll thank me. 3. Peter shush. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 16 tailbone lifts, and then we're done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Getting tired. 8, 7, 6, 5. I can't talk anymore. 4.
No.
And I'm starting to jerk. 3, 2, 1. Keep them in the air. 24. No, I'm joking. Take your feet down and slowly go from side to side because you're back. Well, at least we got some mobility. So that was our only static hold thing we were going to do today.
Static hold.
Well, static motion. So it's sagittal bone motion. Side to side. Just let your back just feel a little bit like it wants to loosen up because that was quite tough on the back. And we did the Greatest Showman sequence. And then just leave it to one side. Keep the shoulders down. Hold it there. Navel to spine. And all the way over to the other side. This side feels much better. And back to the middle. Now just bring the soles of your feet together again and open up your legs and just squeeze your legs out. I forgot to do the adductor stretch that I said we were going to do today. Save it for tomorrow. It's easy. It's not really that intense. Just let your knees fall open. Shrug your shoulders back. Close your eyes, tuck in your chin. Keep the navel to spine, which kind of naturally happens now after that. Oh, it feels like it's like, it doesn't want to let go. Okay, take your arms over your head. Arch your back a little bit. And when you bring your arms down, tuck your tailbone up, but try not to jump the legs up. So keep the legs where it is. And then come back, tuck in the ribs, tuck in the tailbone. And you should feel that stretch as you tuck that tailbone up, but the legs are staying where it is. Put your hands on your legs, relax your shoulders. Keep that tailbone tucked up. I'm ready for my sourdough bread now.
Hooray.
Hooray.
And butter.
Bring the legs together. Hug in the knees, nice and tight, and then roll up to a seated. Cross your legs, sit up nice and high. Straighten out your back, hands on your knees. Shrug your shoulders back. Nice and light on your tailbone. Close your eyes, tuck in your chin. Just hold that position for 2 breaths. Navel to spine, back straight, shoulders back and down, and your chin slightly tucked in. I'm feeling lightheaded. Take a nice deep breath in. And you are done for today. I will see you all tomorrow for hopefully I won't forget that I have to stretch. We've been talking about it for 3 days and forgetting to do it every day. Okay, have a lovely sunny Saturday. See you at Felixstowe for those of you who want to kayak. Okay, see you tomorrow. Tomorrow is, I don't know yet because we've had such a chilled out week. I don't know if I'm just going to continue that into tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.
Just keep on bouncing. Alright, so I was at the funny bit.